Hi everybody, I'm Rachel Claire Farnsworth from Wellness with Rachel, and today I just want to talk about the Power of Reinvention Testimonial ebook that I've launched recently. It's a celebration really of my best-selling book, co-author book, The Power of Reinvention, and as The Power of Reinvention is all about what I do as well to help my clients, I thought it was a really good title to use to just have a selection of testimonials so that you can see for yourself. You can download the book for yourself and have a look and see what's possible for you as well. So I just wanted to sort of go through briefly, and then you can download it yourself and read it properly anyway. So the first, and this is all, I must just stress, this is all in my 30-day program. Okay, so it's not come back next week and talk about it forever and ever. It's about getting to the root cause, analysing it, releasing it, so that you can live the life you want to. So a 30-day program with me is initially a 2-hour session. So we go to the deep root cause. And I don't time these. It's usually around 2 hours. It's all about what you need in the session rather than the time frame, but it's around 2 hours. So 2-hour session to get to the root cause, and then 3 sessions that are around about an hour once a week for those following 3 weeks, as well as a recording to listen to, personalized recording to listen to help you embed those changes you want and deserve. So it goes to, I go to the root cause using rapid transformational therapy, which is a combination of therapy. It's hypnotherapy, which is just you being relaxed. So basically, you're just talking to me with your eyes closed. And by doing that, by being relaxed, it allows you to be in the subconscious part of your mind, which is all about the feeling mind, the emotional mind, and where the memories are stored. So together we can go back and you just start daydreaming. It's almost like a daydream. I'm just thinking of, I don't know, I'm at school and such and such is happening. So it could be something you remember consciously, or it could be something you're like, don't even know why this has come up. And even if you think you don't know, your subconscious mind does know. And I'm the guide. Let me worry about the what ifs, because your mind does know. So it's my job to sort of direct and take you where you need to be. You just need to be relaxed and talk about whatever it is that comes up so that we can analyze it. It's not what happened though, it's the emotions you've attached to it that's the powerful thing. And then what's really powerful is once you've understood it, we can then go and change that story, because it's more about empowering you. That happened, there was trauma, maybe it was a significant trauma, you know, that you remember consciously, or maybe it was something at school or something like that, that you just like, really, was that it? But it's not what happened, it's the emotions you've attached to it that's the most important thing. Once you look at it and you can analyze it and we heal that emotional pain, that's when it's life-changing. That's when it can, you know, that's why it can happen so quickly and effectively, because once you change the emotions, it's like having a table, if you like, with 4 legs. And once you knock the table legs down, it just doesn't stand up anymore. And that's the same sort of thing. So to start with, I just introduce myself at the beginning. And then we start about talking, a client talks about how she came to see me for blushing and anxiety, and how in the first session we were able to get rid of that. And she knows that because she went to work and all the stuff that normally triggered her didn't trigger her. And then the second week we worked with more to do with the group, when she's in groups, how it made her feel anxious, so that she was able to release that. And she knows that's what I'll leave the how she knows for you to download and to sort of realize that actually this is amazing stuff, because it works, because it's not me, it's the subconscious mind really that does the work. I'm just a guide, but it is an amazing method, and my intuition just takes you exactly where you need to be. And she tested herself in these situations, like road tested herself, and was like, wow. And sometimes it's like going to a crossroads and you can sort of see yourself, oh, well, I would have acted like that, like last week even, and now I'm doing this, and wow, this is amazing. It's that kind of thing, and it just feels really good. The second testimonial talks about how she overcame an autoimmune disease. And hers was a really big transformation because she felt the release within the first week. Her symptoms had just subsided after the first week of working together. So we worked on other things subsequently during that month. There's a photograph of her as well at the end of that testimonial. I've got another client who wanted help with psoriasis, and it was in her hairline, and how she'd had it for years. Actually, she says she'd had it most of her life. And we went back to where it all began, and she didn't realise that's where it was, and how her mind had somehow become a little bit confused over certain things, which is quite often normal. It is normal, but it's quite often the case in the session. It's like, oh, because your mind is, the subconscious mind is so literal. It hasn't really got a sense of humour. So it's about, if you say, I can't stand this, for example, then it's potentially, you might have problems with your knees, ankles, legs kind of thing. That's how it takes you. And so hers was all about how her skin was successful in one issue. She managed to get a result she wanted. So her mind had come up with, like, let's give you psoriasis and then it will work again, but it didn't, So it's that kind of thing. It's just, but it's all specific to you. So it's not, well, last client was this, so it'll be that again. It's not that at all. It's what is specific to your own needs and your own personal experience. Your mind knows. That's why I love this. It's not my opinion. It's how whatever happened to you affected you. What emotions you've put to it. Another client came to me for failed relationships. She's like, why is it me? Why am I not enough for anybody? I need some help. And so we went to why her self-worth was so low and working out why she kept attracting toxic type of emotionally abusive relationships so that she could move on from that. So it stopped being her normal pattern. And it was my normal pattern too. So I understand how these relationships work and how the people, the other side, are potentially controlling, that kind of thing. So I understand that. And that is, I mean, at the time I didn't appreciate going through them myself, but it's been able to empower me so I can empower my clients as well. So I'm grateful for it now. And yeah, she said that you really have the ability to change someone's life forever. And that's the most amazing gift you can give anybody. So I'll leave that there and you can read that one for yourself as well. I had Pat, who had psoriasis for 15 years, and that psoriasis was all over his body. And he was quite skeptical coming to me. He didn't really believe that it was going to work. In fact, one of the things he said initially was, oh, you're going to turn me into a chicken. I didn't. I actually managed to help him release that psoriasis. And in the ebook, there's photographs of the before and after. And the after is 2 weeks, just 2 weeks after working with me. And he's now able to wear t-shirt and shorts in the summer, just live that full life that he wanted to. And that is really empowering. After suffering for 15 years, and you'll see in the ebook, if you download it, how bad his skin was. It was really bad. So you can see the difference as well. I had post-traumatic stress disorder for years, and she tried all the things, nothing had worked. And we did that in one session. The first session, she was able to leave my office because it was face-to-face. I work over Zoom as well, but this one was face-to-face. And she was able to go shopping straight after, even though she hadn't been shopping for like 5 years previously. And she was just said, I'm going to go on my own and buy a birthday card for my son. It's his birthday next week. And to start with, I was like, okay, that's great. She said, no, you don't understand. I haven't been shopping for 5 years or more on my own. And now she's a landscape gardener, loving her life. She's not sitting at the kitchen table worrying about everything and everybody. She's able to get out and live that life that she knows that she deserves. And that is so empowering. She actually says in the testimonial, thank you so much for giving my life back. So that's just a flavour of what's in the ebook. And then there's a page of where I've left it for you to write your own and to have a play about what you'd like, how you'd like your life to look, which is possible just by working with me in as short a time as 30 days, because your subconscious mind is able to release it. 95% of everything we do is a pattern that we repeat in our subconscious. So when you look at it and analyze it and release it and change it, everything changes quickly, permanently, without countless sessions. And my first client was my daughter, who had an autoimmune disease. This was way before I even believed in what I could do. So she had an autoimmune disease. It was arthritis. She was 14 at the time. She was going to go back on some drugs that neither of us could face her doing that, because it meant her being sick every weekend and nauseous every day. And, it's just not, I'm self-injecting as well, this drug, which was horrid to watch and also very painful for her, of course. And so we just had that first session together and got to her root cause, and that's when she actually felt it release her in that moment, in that session, even though I was happy and prepared to do, say, 50 sessions with her. It just took one, and that was like, wow, really? And so that is the driving force behind what I do, because I've released her pain, and I'd love to help you overcome yours as well without those countless sessions, so that you're free to live the life that you want to. So I'll pop the link if you want to download the ebook yourself, so you can see it for yourself. That's fine. That's going to be available for you as well. It'll be in the comments. There's also a link to my website where there's more testimonials on there as well. And if you'd like to ask me any questions, I'll pop my email address in, so you can send me an email too. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that's given you a little bit of inspiration to see what is possible for you as well. If you've got any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.